Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, lived a busy little bee named Bambi. Bambi loved to fly around collecting nectar and pollen from the flowers. She was a hard worker, but always had a smile on her face. One day, while Bambi was out collecting nectar, she overheard a group of butterflies talking about a big party that was going to happen that night. Bambi was curious and asked the butterflies what the party was for. They told her that it was a celebration for the queen bee's birthday. Bambi had never been to a party before, let alone a bee party. She was excited and decided to go. When she arrived, she was greeted by all the other bees. They were all buzzing with excitement. But Bambi noticed that something was wrong. The queen bee was nowhere to be found. Bambi decided to take matters into her own hands and went on a mission to find the queen bee. She searched high and low and finally found her stuck in a spider's web. Bambi knew she had to act fast, so she flew down and stung the spider, freeing the queen bee. The queen bee was so grateful that she made Bambi the new queen bee. Bambi was shocked but excited for her new role. She threw a big party for all the bees, and they all danced and celebrated late into the night. From that day on, Bambi worked even harder to keep the hive running smoothly. She made sure everyone was happy and healthy, and she always had a smile on her face. The other bees loved their new queen, and Bambi was happy to have made so many new friends. And so, Bambi the bee became known throughout the forest as the hard-working, fun-loving, and brave queen bee who saved the day and brought joy to all who knew her. As Bambi settled into her role as queen bee, she began to notice some of the other animals in the forest were struggling. The flowers weren't blooming as much, and the trees weren't producing as much fruit. Bambi knew that the bees played an important role in helping the forest thrive, so she decided to take action. She called a meeting of all the forest animals and explained the situation. Together, they came up with a plan to plant more flowers and fruit trees, and to work together to keep the forest healthy. Bambi led the charge, and soon the forest was flourishing once again. As the years went by, Bambi became known not just as a great queen bee, but as a great leader for all the animals in the forest. She was always looking for ways to improve their lives and make the forest a better place to live, and so, Bambi's legacy lived on long after she was gone. The animals of the forest remembered her as a kind, brave, and hard-working queen bee who had made their world a better place.